Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry that I didn't return to you most of today for a new video. I was just busy with work, and also I had to leave work early just to help my mom out here at home. So basically, I had to leave early because of that, and other things were happening too. So yeah, I left an hour early, so I still got paid for what I did today, which was good. But I'm returning to you this evening for a album review, and this is for Nothing More's new album Spirits that I just got done listening to a little bit ago, like 5-10 minutes ago. That I'm gonna be reviewing for you guys. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for this 13 track album, Nothing More's new album Spirits, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this track review, or this album review I meant to say. Sorry if I said track review. Getting my words mixed up. So please forgive me on that. Turn It Up Like Stand in the Fire is a great song. Really enjoyed this track for what it went for. And basically, the execution, the delivery from Johnny's vocals is great, even with his screams and his yell screams too. It was enjoyable. He does this thing in the music video and in his live performances with the band and all that. Does this pole thing or whatever with this device, and it's pretty cool, honestly. It's like gets his aggression out or something like that when the song comes in. So this was a pretty entertaining song, and I really personally enjoyed it when I first heard it. I was in love with this track. It's like, damn, this is such a great song. So 5 out of 5 for Turn It Up Like Stand in the Fire. Tired of Winning is the next song, and it was the second single we got for this upcoming album, which is gonna be out tomorrow. Um, so yeah, Tired of Winning at the time. They didn't announce the album until like late June, but it still was a pretty hyped up wait for this album. Um, but pretty much Tired of Winning was a great song. Really enjoyed Johnny's vocals in this track, and the verses and the chorus is great. So 5 out of 5 for this one. Ships in the Night was a pretty amazing track. Um, the voiceover guy or whatever, like the guy doing the talking at the first minute of the song or so. Um, Johnny doesn't come in with his yeah to like close to the end of the track, like a minute and a half or something like that. But this was a pretty entertaining track for the 2 minute runtime. So 5 out of 5. You Don't Know What Love Means is a great song. I really like this track. And there's partial screams in this track from Johnny, but not too much. But still an entertaining track with his regular vocals. And he sounds pretty good vocally in this track. So I'm really enjoying the drum work and guitar work from this track as well. So pretty good. So 5 out of 5 for You Don't Know What Love Means. Don't Look Back is the next song on that after You Don't Know What Love Means. And pretty much it was an entertaining track. I pretty much enjoyed it. The production was well done with this song. It was a little wonky at times, but it still did pretty well with the production. I wasn't really disappointed with this song. I could headbang to it part from time to time, but still very entertaining track. So 5 out of 5. The Other F Word is a pretty amazing song. Um, I really enjoyed it. I guess it goes by Fake or whatever. I don't know. But still, entertaining track. The drum work is great in this song, and the breakdowns in this track are amazing. And Johnny's like screaming and singing from time to time is amazing in this track. So really enjoyed it. So 5 out of 5. Face It was a very lengthy song. It was probably the longest song on this album, if I remember correctly, because it's like almost 6.5 minutes, but it's pretty entertaining for what it goes for. So I really enjoyed this track. Um, I like the part where he goes, "Face it," or whatever, and goes into the good drum and guitar breakdown, and it's pretty amazing with how Johnny's singing it, the way he's singing it, so it's pretty enjoyable, so 5 out of 5. Best Times is gonna be the next single that's gonna be coming out tonight at midnight. They're gonna have a music video for it, so I'm pretty excited for it. And basically, I enjoyed this track. It was pretty entertaining. It's just Johnny doing regular singing in this track. It's meant to be a clean singing song from his vocals, so it works with what it goes for. So 5 out of 5. Deja Vu was sort of my least favorite. The production's a little wonky, and they kind of overproduced it a bit too much with this one. But other than that, I think the track is solid. It has some good lyricism, but production could have been worked on, in my opinion. But still, 4.5 out of 5. It's one of my least favorites. Dream With Me was a pretty good song. Really enjoyed this track. I like Johnny's vocals in this song, and just the execution and the delivery with the song itself did pretty well. Musically, it's amazing, and there's some scream pitches from Johnny in this track, and it does pretty well with how it's sounding overall, so 5 out of 5. Neverland is like an interlude to the next song, Valhalla, Too Young to See. But Neverland was pretty enjoyable. I enjoyed the weirdness with this track and the talking from the guy or whatever about, and the background singing, he sings Dream With Me or whatever. So it's pretty interesting. And this is where the album starts to get really good, for sure, towards the end of the album. So 5 out of 5 for Neverland. Valhalla, Too Young to See. I thought it was going to be a mellow track at first because you hear the acoustic guitar at the beginning of it, and Johnny's singing in really low key or whatever, and it sounds pretty good. And then it gets heavy as fuck, and it's so good, for sure. So, pretty much enjoyed this song with what it was going for. So, 5 out of 5 for Valhalla, Too Young to See. I just like the lyrics. Some people's minds are just not worth changing, I think is what the lyric is. But still pretty entertaining song. I was trying to think of the lyric at first, so please forgive me on that. And finally, we come to the last song, Spirits. Great closing track for this album, and it ties along together with this whole album with how it's sounding. So really enjoyed the final track on the album and still enjoy it to this day, because I did listen and review it back in late June when they announced this album and released this single for the announcement of this album's release date. And this was a very entertaining track, and Johnny's scream at the end of the track is amazing. And I personally like this song, so 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution-wise, I think Nothing More Spirits album was a really excellent listen. Really enjoyed it. It was an amazing album. The only track I was slightly disappointed with was Deja Vu, but other than that, the rest of the album was amazing. And some of the production, they rely on the electronic synths some of the time. But other than that, this album rocks for sure. So I highly recommend you check this album out. So first score for me, in my opinion, I'm giving Nothing More Spirits album a 9.5 out of 10. A really rocking album. I was really excited to listen to this album, and I'm glad I got a really good album. We got a really good album from them, I meant to say. I'm slurring with my words or whatever, and messing up with my wording and how I'm saying it and all that, so please forgive me on that. But still, really rocking album. Highly recommend you check this out when it comes out at midnight. And yeah, that's going to be it for this album review for Nothing More Spirits. 9.5 out of 10 for me. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Nothing More album, Spirits, if you've listened to it. And if you enjoyed this album review that I did for you guys tonight for Nothing More Spirits, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will have another review coming out as soon as I can. I gotta go jump in the shower because my hair's a little messy from work and all that. But I think the next review is going to be the Sleeping with Sirens album review. If not, the 1975. I still got a lot more reviews to do for this Friday's releases. So I'm going to be pretty booked with a lot of videos. But I'll do my best to get some more Marathon Studio album reviews out. I think I'm going to be doing Megadeth's discography pretty soon. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this Nothing More Spirits album review. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. The next review probably will be this. Either the Sleeping with Sirens or the 1975. I still haven't decided yet, but I'll let you know what I decide to do. But until then, as always, I will see you in my next review. Thanks for watching.